All right, joining us right now on Boston has entered the chat. It's NHL Hall of Famer and host of the Believe Network Snipes and Stripes podcast. It's Jeremy Roenick. And Jeremy, everybody's all high off the big win from Team USA. What were some of your takeaways and what were some of your feelings after the team got the gold medal and beat Canada?
Takeaways, one of the biggest wins in U.S. history, obviously, is an understatement. I mean, to not win a gold medal in 46 years and to have it done the way that it was with the team that did it. And, I was actually watching the game in a Canadian airport. So you can imagine how uncomfortable that was for me when the U.S. won and the place just went silent. And I'm the only one in the airport yelling and screaming. But it's a great time for American hockey. I mean, the women were unbelievable, winning the gold, probably the best female team I've ever seen, best women's team ever assembled in the United States, maybe in the world ever. They came out victorious. And then, whether U.S. was the best team or not on Sunday, when you have a one-game series and you're playing and anything can happen and you have a goaltender that was as hot as Hellebuck, anything can happen, and we just saw that with the U.S. Taking that gold medal game, which has sent America on fire in so many different ways. It's such a great time to be a hockey player in America.
Yeah, you and I talked about the growth of the game when it comes to this U.S. team and kind of the path that they're paving. But circling back to the big moments and maybe the better team of things, do you feel like there's some layers here that USA is not getting credited for? Because, yes, Hellebuck had a tremendous game, but I feel like it's some of those small details and small moments that also really granted this win for Team USA.
Listen, whenever you have a big win like this, you're always going to have your naysayers, right? You're always going to have complainers. You're going to always have, oh, well, they weren't the best team. And you know what? Probably they weren't. But they had the best goalie. And, then there are people complaining, oh, it was 3-on-3 and it wasn't normal hockey. And it's like, what's normal in sports today? Everything is changing. Everything is rules. And if you ask me, the fact that they're talking about 3-on-3 and it wasn't a normal hockey game. And, if you take 3-on-3, who benefits from a 3-on-3? Canada or the U.S.? You got Makar, McKinnon, and McDavid, three of the fastest, best players in the world. I mean, not arguably, they are. I would definitely put my money on Canada. But guess what? It didn't happen. They had opportunity after opportunity to win that game. But again, for somebody to just try to diminish the win, to try to diminish gold medal for the United States is really a sore loser and should lose a little bit of credibility, because when you have a one game do or die, anything can happen. And Hellebuck was the star of that game. I think he was the MVP of the tournament. And you know what? Finally, U.S. got over the hump and got a piece of international glory. And anybody who can't just give America a little bit of credit, shame on them.
Jeremy, you're somebody who played in the Olympics, and you played against Canada in the gold medal game. And as an analyst, I'm sure you look at it one way. How do you look at it as a former player, somebody who lost to Canada in the gold medal game? You were that close, and to see the country, the Team USA overall, just get over the hump, what does that mean to you as a former player?
Well, knowing that I've been part of the whole build in American hockey, right? When Mike Ruzioni scored in 1980, I was 10 years old. I knew where I was then. And I wanted to be a hockey player because of that. So I watched it. And then my generation with Chris Chelios, Mike Modano, Keith Kachuk, Brian Leach, Richter, Guerin, Waite, LeClaire, that whole crew through the 90s and 2000s. I mean, we created a superpower in hockey. We won the 96 World Cup. We were on the big stage in Salt Lake in 2002 at the gold medal game there. We couldn't get it done, which again makes this so special. 2010, they couldn't get it done. They lost in overtime in that one too. So we've been building and building, and USA Hockey is getting better and better and better. And now this win is going to spur another generation of hockey players that watch this go down. You know, it was amazing in all the videos that I've been watching little kids games, peewee games, squirt games, bantam games, where the games are going on and the parents scream in the stands, and the game stops, and all the players start celebrating on the ice. They're celebrating, chanting USA together, the teams that they're playing against each other. That's what makes hockey great. And those kids that were on the ice cheering together and carrying the flag during a game that they're playing in, those are the kids that are going to be our next generation, our next superstars, and they're going to want to be the same. So, again, watching Canada sit on that red carpet and get the silver medal, I can't help but say I didn't feel really pleased and gratifying that they finally felt what I felt in 2002. It's a terrible feeling. It's an awful situation to place second. By no means is it a bad thing. It's a silver medal in the Olympics. Have an Olympic medal is something to be very, very proud of. But I know what it feels like to stand there, and I was so envious and so proud to watch the guys on the other side, the U.S., with the flags draped over their shoulders, going out and getting Johnny's kids and holding his jersey there and showing really what a hockey family is all about, right? The camaraderie, the respect, the admiration for not only the game, but for the people that play it. I couldn't have been more proud to see this team and to see where hockey has come in America, because we are a superpower. And I'm sorry, but we own hockey right now. I don't care what anybody says.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, to that point, like, the viewership was tremendous, and you saw how many young girls and young boys spoke to, like, the inspiration of a Megan Keller, which, of course, we're bragging about her being a BC and Boston Fleet. Like, go into it.
We have to make sure that, listen, the men's was unbelievable, and they're getting a lot of attention. They haven't won in 46 years. It's like, there's no question. But that women's team was the best team that I've ever seen assembled on a hockey rink in women's play. What they were able to do, and Canada played great in that final. I mean, to win 2-1, they beat Canada, I think, 5-0 earlier in the tournament. But for the women to do what they did and to sweep the hockey series of the Olympics was really special. So let's take our hats off to both the women and the men's, and it was so great.
Yeah. And to that point, like, is there an extra layer of pride for you, not only as a representative of the U.S. team yourself and the path that you paved, but also as a Mass native? I mean, Matt Boldy's probably been one of my favorite players. I feel like that was a perfect stage to make a case for guys whose names don't get a chance to get out there enough. I mean, Noah Hannafin played a big hand in the success for USA as well. And then you have Jack Eichel, which is just a tremendous player to make things happen.
Hey, everybody talks about Michigan and Minnesota being the places hockey. Massachusetts, it's a place of hockey. I'm a proud Massachusetts guy.
That's right.
My generation was full of great Massachusetts and New England players. I'll tell you a story. One of the guys that reached out to me before the big game was Charlie McAvoy. Text me right before the game, and I just was so pleased and so happy and proud that this generation just respects and has admiration for my generation. And the fact that Charlie called and said, we're going to get this done for you guys, and thanks for all you did, and that's true class. That's true class. And so Charlie McAvoy has always been big in my books, but he's like near the top now. That's no question. Good old Boston Bruin.
And you said that on the New England Sports Network, home of the Bruins, so we're all going to love that one. Just speaking of the Beast, before we let you go, do they make the playoffs? Do they make another a move here? Do they sell some pieces off? Just what are your thoughts on the Bees so far in the first half?
So let me first say, I think Sweeney's done an amazing job with this team, because he was getting absolutely beat up about a year ago with what he was doing, getting rid of Marchand and getting rid of Coyle. And I mean, you can go on and on what was happening. And all of a sudden, this team plays a certain way. Sturm has done an amazing job in coaching some of these young kids. Geeky's playing so well. Some of these players are coming to age quicker than anybody thought. I watched the Boston Bruins play in Chicago. I was so impressed. I think nobody expected them to be at this point and be this good, and I think they're only going to get better. I do think they make the playoffs. I do think that they are going to make a good run because the talent that I saw and the way that they played, I was really impressed. So I think my buddy Sweens needs a good pat in the back to say good job.
Well, you heard it there, NHL Hall of Famer Jeremy Roenick, host of the Believe Snipes and Stripes podcast. Jeremy, appreciate the time, man. Excellent coverage. Great thoughts on the Bees, man. And we best of luck. Let's see what happens in the second half.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Thank you.